Now see here, what is the next it is next experiment is based on your next experiment is based on your network layer. So there are two sub program inside this practical. It is totally based on IPv4. One program is based for classful and one is based on classless. Okay. So what is your first program? Which in the based on the classless. Write a program to input IPv4 address and find the following. Write a program to input the IPv4 address and find the following. First, determine the class of given IP address. Second, default mask. And third, find the network and host ID part. Once again, repeat the statement. Write a program to input the IPv4 address and find the following. First, determine the class of given IP address. Second, find the default mask. And third, find the network and host ID part of given IP address. Okay. So here, if what is the input for this program, you have to input one of the IP address. So like for example, 130.145.151.154. So if it is the input from the user, what is expected output from this program if input IP address? First, you have to validate the fields of IP, whether the given IP address is valid or not. So anyone tell me when the given IP address is in the valid form?
Yes.
Number from the dot should range between
0 to 255. So every, as you know, there are 4 bytes. So every byte value should be from 0 to 255. So if the value other than, if it is greater than 0, greater equals to 0 and less than 255 value for every byte, then it is a valid IP address. If any value is not fall between this range, it is not valid IP address. Okay, so this is the first part. Second, you have to find out the class of given IP address. Tell me how to find the class of given IP address. Yes, anyone tell me how to find the class of IP address? It is this program one is based on the classful. So tell me 133.45.155. This belongs to which class?
B class.
How you find it is on belongs to B?
Sir, that
Yes.
number is 130.
130. Okay, so first byte value is 130. That's why it is belongs to B. So what is the range of class B? Start from A. What is the range of class A? So here, as you know, in the IP address, the first byte is helps to identify it is belongs to which class. So first byte value help us to find out it is belongs to which class. In case of dotted decimal format, and in case of binary, the first bit value, first few bytes bits are helps to find out the belongs to which class. So now the first byte value is 130. Anyone know what is the range of how to find class A address? If the first byte value is, as you know, valid IP address is 0 to 255. So obviously value is between this. If the every byte, these are the 4 byte, which is separated by dot. Okay, if it is belongs to 0 to 255, it is valid IP address. Okay, and so if it is valid, then how to find? Take the first byte. Okay, which having the value first byte value. How to check it is belongs to class A? If it is 0 to, anyone know what is the range? Yes, tell me what about the range? How to find the class A address?
0 to 127.
Exactly. If it is one, the first value, if it is between 0 to 127, it is belongs to class A. Now tell me how to find the class. Once you remind this value, how to find class B? Just add 64 in this. 7 plus 4, 11. 7 plus 2, 9. That is 191 is the end of class B. And the start is what? 128. So the range for the class B is 1. If your value first byte is between 128 to 191, it is B. Then for class C, how to find the end? Just add 32. Okay. 2 plus 1 is the 3. And 19 plus 2 is 22. So its end is 22 to 3 is the end of class which start with 192. So it is a range of class C. If your first byte values belongs to 192 to the 223, it is belongs to class C. Then next you have for class D, you have to add 16. So for 16, 6 plus 3, 9. And 239 is the range of D, which start from 224. And for remaining the last one, as you know, there are 5 classes. So last one is 242. Last is 255 is the range of class B, C, D, E. So it is belongs to class E. So find the first way you can find out the class. Okay. Now what is so that is about the classes. So currently it is 130 it belongs to 120, 192 is belongs to class B. So answer is belongs to class B. Next, what is the default mask of this? Once you identify class, you can easily find out the default mask. It's very simple. Tell me what is default mask of class A? Yes, what is default mask of class A?
Eight.
Is 8 bits are first 8 bits are 1, right?
Yes.
So what is default mask of class A? What is default mask of class A? I think this default mask is wrong, right? Here is 0 is required. Is it? What is default mask of class A? 55 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. First 8 bits are 1. So first 8 bits are 1 means 255. 255 dot 0 dot 0 0. What is default mask of class B?
First 16 bits are 1.
Means what is the value? 255 dot
255.0.
0 dot 0. Good. And what is the default mark of class C? Two 255 dot 255 dot 0 is the default mask of class C. And what about default mask of class D and E? So what is the network ID? How to find network ID and host ID? So tell me what is network ID and host. What is the network ID of class A?
For class A, first 8 bits are for network ID and remaining are for host ID.
Okay, good.
For class A, first 8 bits are for network ID and remaining are for host ID.
Okay, good. Class B. What is network ID and host ID for class B?
First 16 bits are network ID.
First two 16s are network ID and
Next 16s are host ID.
okay. Next, what about class C?
First 21 are network ID.
Okay, Saurabh. First,
20
for not
bits are
Saurabh. Who's this?
Fourth byte is host ID.
First, Hemant, what is answer? First,
first 21.
First 3 bytes.
first 3 bytes. Okay,
Are
miss.
net ID and
Okay, first 3 byte or the first 24 bits are the net ID and remaining are the host ID. Okay. So this is the expected answer from the, so for this example 130.45.155.154. What is the network ID? As already given, I have mentioned here 130.45. Why it is 130.45? Because it belongs to class B. And what is host ID? 151.154 is the host ID because it belongs to class B. Okay, and for which you have to write a program. Okay, so now the discussion is open. So tell me how to solve this program. Tell me the programming logic. Aware about that sprintf sprintf scanf?
Yes, sir.
So that is the
Yes.
way where you have to separate the decimal numbers by the dot. Yes or no? So first, so tell me which data type is required for IP address, input the IP address. Suppose if an input 192.168.20.3, which data type is required?
Character array, sir.
Exact character array is required. Pranav, what is your opinion? So string is required, Pranav, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to store the IP address in the string first of all, then input this string from the user as a form of your IP address. And then what is third step? You have to separate the every byte, right, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once you separate the byte, what is the next step? Tell me.
Then we have to find the IP address is valid or not.
Exact. You have to find out the IP address valid or not. So Pranav, tell me how to check valid IP address or not.
If the bytes of is in the range of the 0 to 255, then it is valid.
Okay. So for every byte you have to write if. So instead of that, you can write AND condition for every byte, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to write AND condition for every byte if it is lies between 0 to 255, and if any of the byte below not in the range, you have to display it is not valid IP address, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if it is valid, next part. So next step you have to check valid and invalid. So if it is valid,
Then we have to find the class of that IP address.
okay. So what is logic for this? For to find the class?
We have to check the range of first byte.
Exact. So you have to check the range for every byte. So based on that, you have to display the class. Good. Next, once the class is displayed as per the range, then
Then we have to find the net ID and host ID.
okay. So in that case, also you can find out the default mask also, right?
Yes, sir.
Because for every class, default class is fixed. So
Yes.
here you have to write inside if it is belongs to class A, you have to write printf it is belongs to class A. Also display the default mask and also display the net ID and host ID corresponding. So all these three operations you have to display inside the appropriate if condition. Is it? Yes or no? Yes, anyone
Yes,
tell
sir.
me the first if condition? What is the first if condition for checking class A? Anyone?
If the number is between 0 to 127,
Okay, and then what is logic inside if? Yes, Prasad.
Then it's belong to class A.
Is the first you have to print it is belongs to class A. Second, what is second statement inside that if?
Range between 128 to 191.
No. Inside if one more, you have to print the default mass also, because here for every once you find the class A, its default mass and net ID you have to print in that if L only. Okay. So what is default mass if it is class A? Anyone?
First 2 bytes 250.
Yes, if it is class A, then 255.0.0.0 you have to display directly. Okay, good. And what is net ID and host ID?
first byte is net ID and last 3 bytes are host ID.
Exact. But you have to print, you have to display by using dot for displaying the multiple values. Okay, Prasad?
Yes.
Okay, so for the same, for you to go for class B, inside you have to display it is belongs to class B, default mask, and net ID and host ID. Same you have to continue for class C. But what about E and what about class D and E? What you're displaying for D and E? What is default mask for D and E is not there, right? So your display is not a default mask. It is used for multi-class, multicast address. And what is net ID and host ID for default for class D and E?
Is also same.
Same. It is no host ID, net ID. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this program, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think it's very simple. If you perform
Yes.
the IP address, it's very simple. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think there's no need required a code given to you. You have to solve at your end. Okay. For next program, which is based on classless. Okay, so write a program to input IPv4 address in the form of classless interdomain routing uses slash notation. So you have to input the IP address in form of CIDR form, which by using slash notation, and find the following: first network first address, second network last address, and number of addresses in that network. Okay, means one of the IP address is given to you from that block. You have to find out the first address, last address, and number of addresses. Okay. So anyone know how to, if the IP address is given to you, how to find first address of that block? Okay, so I will slightly revise here. So if IPv4 having the block of address, if is defined by x dot y dot z dot t slash n, so in which x dot y dot z dot t defines one of the address and slash n define the mask. Okay, so if such a IP address is given to you, how to find the first address? So first address in the block can be found by setting rightmost 32 minus n bits to the 0, where n is nothing but mask slash n values are given to you. So whereas you have to set the rightmost 32 n minus bits to 0. So this is example. Suppose the block of address assigned to organization in which one of the address is 205.16.37.39/28. So what is the first address in the block? So first you have to represent the corresponding IP address into binary. And after that, as it is, you have to represent 32-bit format. And once you're set in 32-bit format, you have to, from that rightmost 32 minus 28 bits, you have to set to 0. So 32 minus n means current n is 28. So 32 minus 28 means 4. So the rightmost 4. See here in this diagram, these are the rightmost 4 which existing 0, 1, 1, 1. So you have to set with 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So means if I convert it, I will get 205.16.32.32 is the first address of that block. Okay. What about last address? So the last address of the block can be found by setting rightmost 32 minus n bits to the 1. So where n is nothing but the mask value. So based on that, the rightmost 32 minus n bits set to 1. So here if the same address is given, so slash n value is 28. So rightmost 32 minus 28 means 4 bit you have to set to 1. So that is last 4 is 0, 1, 1, 1. You have to set with 1, 1, 1, 1. So answer is 47. Okay, is the last address. And how to find the number of addresses in that block? The number of addresses in that block can be found by the formula 2 raised to 32 minus n. Okay, so in the same example, n is given 28. So number of addresses 2 raised to 32 minus 28 is a 16. Okay. So means this is expected you have to input with the form of x dot y dot z dot t dot slash n, and you have to find the block network first address, last address, and number of addresses. So for example, if the IP address given is 192.168.31.32.1/24 is given to you. So what is the, so this is IP address you have to given in CIDR form, CIDR form. So what is the first network address? You have to find out by setting the rightmost 32 minus 24 means 8 bit you have to set with the last 8 bit you have to set with 0. So that's why the first network address 192.168.32.0. Okay, last 8 bits are 0. The last network address is last are 1. Last 8 bits are 1. So 192.168.32.225. Okay, and number of addresses are 2 raised to 32 minus n means 2 raised to 8 nothing but 256 is the number of addresses. So this is a second program for based on the class list, and these are the two programs belonging to the next experiment of network layer for based on classful and classless. Okay, so anyone just tell me what is the logic for this? Obviously, might be you can so this is not a fixed logic, depends upon you can create your own logic. Okay, but as per the all possible cases, it will display the correct output. Yes, tell me how to input IP address for this.
Using character array.
Okay, you have to input by character array. Good. Then what is next step?
Extract the information from the string into the integer.
Okay, so you have to separate each part. Also, you have to separate slash part also, right, Kishore?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there are 5 parts. You are getting the 5 separate parts, right? Next.
Yes, sir.
Next.
You have to convert first 4 parts into binary.
Exactly. You have to convert the first 4 part into the binary, which you have to, Hemant, is it you have to represent with the fixed 8-bit format?
Yes, sir. And last 4th part, we have to adjust the changes according to the n we get.
Okay, so Hemant said that this is very requirement. When you separate the 4 part, every part you have to represent at 8-bit. What is required to represent 8-bit? Because here, if you want to represent 12, what is binary of 12? 1100. Is it, Hemant? What is the binary of 12? Hemant? Yes, Hemant?
Hello.
Yes.
1100.
1100. So if you set with 4 bit, but actually we want 8 bit because we are setting for 32 bits, right? 32 bit minus n bits, right? So you have to
Yes,
first
sir.
set a bit, you have to take the array of 8 bit in which you have to set the all elements are first of all 0. And whichever binary you are getting, you have to set that bit only, you have to change it. Okay, Hemant?
We can directly change, right?
Okay, try for the direct, and if it is not getting, you have to go with the 8 bit also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what is next step once you are converted to binary?
Then we have to find n.
You have to find n. Okay, so how to get n, Priyanka?
In that format, x dot y dot z dot slash t.
Okay, slash t, the t part represent your n value, right?
Yes.
Okay, so once you know the n, what is next part?
Then we have to
32
find
minus
32
n.
minus n.
Okay, you have to perform 32 minus n. Yes, like suppose for example we have slash 24. So what you are getting 8. Then after?
Then we have to replace that 8 bits by 0.
Okay, so but you have to try, you have to, so for that you have to just think about the logic, because always you're not getting 8, it might be 4, 3. So you have to change this from rightmost, right? So you have to start the loop from the 32 bit and where you have to change the value. Yes or no? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what about number of so for the first address you have to set to 0, and for the last you have to set to 1, and according that you have to convert the corresponding binary to the decimal. Yes, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
And what about number of addresses? So it's very simple.
2 raised to
2
32
raised to
minus n.
32 minus n.
Yes, 2 raised to 32 minus. So you have to use power function, as everyone aware about power function, right? So use the power function
Sir.
in 2 raised to 32 minus. So directly you will get the answer. Okay, so these are the 2 tasks for you. The first, input IP address and in classful and find the following first. Determine the class of IP address. Second, default mask. And third, network ID and host ID. This is the first program based on classful. And second program, input the IP address in the form of x dot y dot z dot t dot slash x dot y dot z dot t dot slash n in format, that is CIDF form, and find the following: network first address, network last address, and number of addresses in the block. CIDR form. Input the IP address in CIDR form, classless interdomain routing. Yes, any doubt with this? So see here, as you know, I have given this IP address. You have to input in the decimal form. As you know, you can input the IP address in decimal form, second in binary form, and you can represent in the hexadecimal format also. Because there are three ways to represent the IP address: binary, decimal, and hexadecimal. But as per your requirement, you have to input the IP address. Okay. So in case of first program, you have to input in form of decimal is also okay. In the second, you have to input in the decimal and then convert into binary. So as per your requirement, you have to solve it. But there are three ways to input the IP address. But you have to perform for one time. Okay. As you know, IP represented by decimal, binary, and hexadecimal. Three ways to represent the IP address. Okay. Yes, any doubt with this?